Hi everyone, I'm here today to do a tutorial on Cersei Lannister of the Game of Thrones, and I'm going to just go over a few really helpful tips for you to be able to get this look. What I'm doing right now is really focusing on evening out her skin tone, and so I put foundation all over and I'm just going over the little extra areas to cover any extra demarcations that need to have a little bit of extra coverage. Jaina here has beautiful, beautiful skin, but you know, there's a little bit of maybe a mole or something that you want to clean up. And so that's what I'm doing, just making sure that the face is flawless, and that's really important because Cersei has the most flawless skin, and it's really gorgeous. Although she's beautiful, she is not very nice as a person, but we're not focusing on that today, are we? So now what I'm doing is I'm taking my wedge sponge dry and I pat it in with some translucent powder and I'm just setting it. And now I'm taking my signature complexion brush and I'm blending everything in. It just makes the skin look so flawless, and I get a lot of people asking me about this brush, and it's one of my favorite brushes in the whole world. And this is a powder brush, of course, and I'm just using the powder brush to add the powder and just spread it all over. And then the complexion brush, what it does is it just really evens out the whole tone, and it's really beautiful. A lot of people ask, why are you putting a hairbrush on their face? It's not like that. And I've actually had a lot of people email me saying that they bought the brush and they love it. And so you really won't know until you try it. It's a really great brush, and definitely think of me when you're using it because I love it so much. Okay, so now I'm putting the highlighter on the brow bone, and I'm going all the way in the inner part of the outer lid. So you see that I'm carrying that all the way in. So I'm using a color that's kind of like a warm highlight white, not like a pearl white, but like kind of little, maybe a little mixture of honey in it, but more on the whiter side. And it has a tinge of shimmer in it, not very much, but just a little bit. And now I'm going to go on the inner part of the lid with a white flat powder shadow. Now, when I say white, it's not pure white. It still has a little bit more warmth in it, like the honey, without the shimmer. And so now I'm putting a sandy brown. Now, when I say sandy, it's very sandy, muted, neutral. It's not like a deep brown. So, because I really want to make sure that we're using this as a gradation and a way to really just pull everything together without making it look so heavy, and it should still come off very neutral and natural. So I'm only adding the darker on the outer lid, and I'm just doing sort of like a half moon shadow and then pulling everything together, just blending it all together. It looks really beautiful. So now what I'm doing here is I'm taking a very kind of flat brown, not a dark, dark brown, but pretty flat matte brown, and just darkening her brows a little bit, filling in the spaces and not making it super dark, but just darkening enough because I want to make sure that I really have some structure to the face. So now I'm taking the same rectangle brush and the same brown, and I'm just lining her lash line, and then I'm pulling it up again on the outer part of her lid just to create a little bit of dimension, and just pulling it all the way in and then all the way out just to kind of give it a little bit of payout with the structure. And then I'm going underneath her eyes with kind of a sandy champagne brown, not a very pronounced brown, but it is a touch brown, more beigey brown, and lining that with her eyes. And I'm taking a nutmeg cheek color, a very matte nutmeg cheek color, and I'm actually blending that into her cheeks. And I'm also blending the fallout powder with it so it just kind of softens it. And then just clean it all out. And now I'm taking a super, super black mascara and I'm coating every bit of her lashes and lengthening them as well because I'm not doing any harsh lines or anything. So the black liner will definitely really bring and pop the eyes out in a way, and a rim it, and especially if you have blue eyes, it really will pop it out. So now with the lips, I'm just doing a berry stain lip color. It's very neutral, natural, and Cersei wears very natural berry tones with her lips, so I'm basically just sticking with exactly what she does. And with this, it's very pretty, but it's still very neutral and natural. And I'm using a very sheer color so that it does still look through. And there you have it. This is my Cersei Lannister inspiration look. And if you like more, please definitely subscribe and press like, and also make some suggestions. And if you're interested in learning, visit mkcbeautyacademy.com for online training, or if you want to book a private training. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye!